Frankly, I don't know what you see in that halfway house, Pumpkin. Those puppets disgust me.
How am I doing?
Snuggles the bear going all up in that washing machine. Yeah, you might have enough passion for Double Toasted to wear us on your body with a shirt, jersey, backpack, beanie, or a phone cover, or get a gift certificate. Right now, up until May 25th, you got 5 more days, and that's going to be 25% off selected items. The venue page, Park West, where you can get your tickets there too. And that's going to be about in a month and a half, so get your tickets right now. You're going to love it so much, you say, I'm going to subscribe for a little while, at least hang out. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And you can do that in many ways. Try using your Amazon account. Using the Amazon Pay button. Put username, password in there, press in. Ooh, Martin, he got it. Finally got it. That toasted goodness all over his body. Martin, as I said earlier, you know, I know many people, they tell me about you. They say, you know what, Martin is a great guy. I look at him and I know he's a man who loves puppet smut. He loves to watch puppets fucking. You know, and I say he
really,
is.
people say this.
People say this to me.
Okay.
Don't act like you don't know.
I want a list of names of these people.
Oh, Martin, I'll give them to you. It's long, but I'll give them to you. I'm surprised they never approached you with that. And you know what, Martin, people gonna know it now because they got the movie for you out there. A man who loves his puppet porn. This is not exactly porn, but it might be damn near close to it. Now, I got to warn people right now, even more than what we usually do. This is going to be particularly nasty. This trailer and I like Denise, like, yes. Scooby-Dee.
Hey, woke her up.
Yeah, woke her up. She's ready for this. Early today, she was like a flirting secretary. Would you like your coffee? Putting her cleavage. She was across the room, bending over. Her cleavage was all up in my face. How do you like your coffee? But sugar. Damn, girl, get back.
I've seen plenty of porn like that.
Plenty of porn like that. So look, she's ready over there. Look at her. Just as happy and giggly. Puppet penis, bring it on. And that's exactly what you're going to get. I'm not exaggerating right here. This is going to be a nastier than usual segment. You're like, is that possible? Believe me, it is. So I'm telling you right now, we're going to be forced to probably show things and use language that we normally don't do, even for a show like this. And that is for this movie called The Happytime Murders. Let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer.
Hey, handsome. You looking for some rotten cotton? I'm a woman.
Rotten cotton.
That's okay. Yeah, that's even better. Got a good time for you.
Well, this is a first. Martin over here just laughing his ass off. And I'm over here just doing the black man blush. I'm like, no. No, Martin, no. This is wrong. I never thought I'd see this day where I'm just over here just in shock and in shame, and he's over there just laughing his ass off.
Clutching your pearls over there.
I am clutching right now. Ooh. And why I'm so hard on this too. Truth be told, Martin, I got a puppet fetish myself.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you know.
I made fun of you for going to the puppet museum and you bit my head off.
Yeah, I remember. I stopped the whole podcast.
You should've.
How dare you insult the puppet museum, sir? Walked back in. It's my house. You get out. Yeah, I was mad. We were doing a podcast one time, and I told Martin I went to the puppet museum something. I was in Atlanta.
Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah, and I said I went to the museum of puppetry, and Martin just stopped. Puppet museum.
And the thing is, I was laughing because your whole story was full of all these mishaps. So that was just one on top of everything else.
And I was just sitting on the fuming, just looking at him. How dare you insult puppetry? So I'm just projecting on Martin, man. I'm the one with the puppet fetish. I really am. You know,
how many Kermits you got?
Man, I got a Kermit. This is no lie. I got a Kermit. This is no man should ever admit this. I got a Bert.
You got a Bert?
I got a Bert, and then I said, you know what? It's not complete unless I get Ernie.
Sure.
I got Ernie.
I didn't know you had
I got
Ernie
my
and
own
Bert.
puppet. I got my own museum of puppetry at home, man. This shit's a nightmare, really. Don't ever spend the night at my house. You're gonna wake up with Bert and Ernie just looking at yours. Well, here's the thing, man. I've just admitted to my puppet fetish right now, which means that I've seen a lot of puppet sex. And a lot of puppet violence, too. So a lot of people out there looking at this like it's the first thing, the first time that this has been done. And it's not. It might even be done better. It might even be done worse. But if you find that you have some an interest in the puppets at the level that I do, then I might be able to make some recommendations for you. And you might get a little good history lesson behind this of puppet pornography and puppet debauchery. This has been going on for years. I've seen, like my man, like, call him, yes. Why do I see you at home actually making puppets have sex with each other? That's not surprising at all, man. Yes, go. But I actually saw puppet sex before I saw human sex.
Oh.
You know, I was a child of the 70s, and there was a little film made, a pornographic film. Of course, I'm not going to show you the graphic sex that these puppets do, even though it's just puppets. But back in 1976, they had a little film that revolutionized the porn industry by being the first puppet pornography film, and it is called Let My Puppets Come.
Come and get it, boys!
Yeah, they have singing vaginas, talking penises, a porn Pinocchio dancer, a Pinocchio character called Pornocchio.
Another one called Black Girl.
Another one just, yeah, they were clever up until they got to, I don't know, Black Girl. Why? Because she black. She's a girl. What else? You know, it's almost horrifying, the levels that they go to with this. Because it's not just people puppet sex, but they also have things in there like puppet bestiality. And yeah, yeah, man, we're looking at, it's not anything where they're being exactly clever with it, because why? It's the first of its kind.
Sure.
Why not? So they could just do
it's the gimmick itself.
Yeah, they could just sell it with the gimmick itself. Right now, like we see one puppet performing oral sex, and I don't even know what's going on here. And then there's mouthwash that's introduced.
I'm so oral.
Jesus, man. It just feels like they didn't even try most of the time.
Didn't need to, man. It's the first of its kind. You know, you just go out there and you already did the hard work just by making it. Let the others innovate.
Like somebody's going to walk in and go like, hey, what are you doing with my puppets?
Yeah, man. And I'll say what you will. At least nobody had seen anything like it before.
Sure.
They always got that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pioneer.
Yeah. And probably had never seen anything like it again. Oh, no. They have. Maybe not to that degree. I remember there was a movie that came out in 1989, and the history behind this is still fascinating to some people because of the people that were behind this, or should I say a certain person. The movie I'm talking about, and some of you may know this, is Meet the Feebles. Not only is it a bunch of puppet sex, but it's animal puppet sex. It's the whole premise is, imagine the Muppet Show and how cute and family friendly it is on the outside. Now imagine all the hardcore sex and drugs that go on behind the scenes. And I would even say, y'all think that the Happytime Murders, that is something that's shocking. This one goes way above and beyond that.
Fletch, but not the way you think.
Drugs. From the director of Bad Taste.
Yippee!
People like...
Oh, yeah, I forgot how much vomit it is in this
movie. There's fecal matter everywhere in this, pus,
yeah.
all kind of things, man. People are saying, who could do such smut like this? No one that I know would ever get into Hollywood. Oh, yeah? Your man, Peter Jackson.
Yeah.
Peter Jackson did this years before Lord of the Rings. That's why I know this man either sold his soul to the devil or sucked a dick or something, because there's no way anybody else who had made not only this movie, but the kind of movies that he was making at the time would ever be able to get into Hollywood.
Yeah, it was hard. Imagine he'd be doing these huge, gigantic mainstream epics.
Academy Award winner Peter Jackson at one time had puppet animal sex and puppet animal STDs, puppet violence, all that. When you look at him, you're like, wow, no, I can see it. Like, you know, when you look at him, it's like, yeah, I never saw it before.
I forgot about those war flashbacks.
Oh yeah, the drug use, the puppet heroin use, yeah. And you look at him and it's like, yeah, I can see him being a man that likes to look at puppet sex. Look at him, you know, he's in the short people living in holes and shit. Yeah, he's a weirdo, but he turned into something good. And it was even on television, the puppet sex and the puppet violence. There was a show on Comedy Network that was called Puppets That Kill. This show went on.
I've never heard of this.
You never heard of this before? It went on from 2002 to 2006 and was all about puppets living in a halfway house.
Cuddles the Comfort Doll was created to help people with their problems. Now he's the problem for puppets who kill.
And they're puppets who, on a TV show, had a lot of sex, being that that's the theme of all these films. Somewhere in there.
In 2002, you say?
In 2002, yeah. And this is on television.
Comedy Central?
Well, it was Comedy Network, I guess,
Comedy
at the
Network.
time.
Okay, that's right. They did have 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, and then and then you have Comedy Central, but this was shown on there. As you know, it's a kind of a channel that's not afraid to be edgy itself.
Frankly, I don't know what you see in that halfway house, Pumpkin. Those puppets disgust me.
How am I doing?
Snuggles the bear going all up in that washing machine. Have you lost faith in the world yet? Oh, stick around. There's more. This one, I don't even count it, man. I mean, I'm only putting it in there because somebody's going to say, well, what about this? It don't even count. But somebody's going to tell me, well, man, how could you not put this in here? It's something called Black Devil Doll. And I don't count it for various reasons. 1, because it's racist. Another, because it's very sexist. And 3, it doesn't really fit the theme of what we're talking about, too.
White bitches everywhere. Better watch out.
Oh, Black Devil Doll, I want you inside me now.
Oh, Jesus, man.
Really? I could live my whole life without seeing that.
But it's there, man. It's out there. And another reason why I don't include it, because it's just a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Man. Like, nobody's heard of this movie. This movie was only heard of because the trailer at the time in 2008 was going around the internet. And people were like, can you believe this? But it's horrible, man. It don't even fit the theme because we're talking about
puppets
that are puppets and live amongst humans, like, you know,
Sure.
like other citizens. This is more child's play right here, you know, demon possession and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. People are like, man, I was kind of with you until you showed that. Yeah, you should have stopped while you were ahead. But it exists and it's out there. So for all you puppet perverts out there, you got plenty to choose from.
So no Team America?
No Team America because, Martin, I'll tell you, it doesn't fit the theme.
Because they're marionettes.
Because they're marionettes, man. You need a hand up in there for it to count. It ain't to walk around with humans. You know, there's nothing but a whole puppet world.
Yeah. Well, then Meet the Feebles, there's no humans.
Oh, fuck you, Mark. You just have to ruin everything that's pure and wholesome, don't you?
Yes. Pure and wholesome like puppet sex.